Woo-wee, what's going on, YouTube? It's Donnie Baal Day. All right, first of all, congratulations to my Boston Celtics who won the championship. And when you're speaking of champions, I'll tell you what, I got two champions right freaking in front of me. When I was at Blade Show Atlanta, I met the people over at Bastards Knives who are freaking awesome. And not only that, but I met Master Bladesmith Jurgen Schanz, and I ended up walking away with a couple of really amazing blades. I mean, you're talking Master Bladesmith Jurgen Schanz right here. This thing is as good as it gets. I will be doing a full review on this knife, and it is going to be sweet because the knife is freaking sweet. But we are not doing Jurgen Schanz today. No, my friends, we are doing Bastards Knives, and the Bastards Knives knife that we have is the Baal, the B-A-A-L Baal, right? Oh, I gotta show it to you, Lots of knives are made for specific reasons, and you can look at a knife and sometimes not be able to guess what that specific reason is. The first time I saw this knife, when I was at their booth, I said, oh, this is a fighting knife. Like, just a fighting knife. And the owner over there at Bastards Knives said, yes, it is. Check this out. Now, you're talking about material. As good as it gets, these guys are per rhyme. Look at the shape of this chassis, the way it comes over. It only has one purpose. That thumb hold right there. It only has one purpose, and that is to never ever make yourself a victim. This thing is winner chicken dinner fighting knife. It is self-defense, self-protection, keep yourself alive, win the fight, absolute nastiness. I'm talking nasty. But let's go over some of the stuff. Now, it was designed by Andy Aperion of Aperion Blade Works, and I have to say, he killed the design. I want to show you one thing. Watch this. This thing's a beast, man. That blade is no joke. These lines are just absolutely sick. So now what we have is the chassis is made of grade 5 titanium. You have, here you have this gorgeous titanium, and the titanium is top. Look at this pocket clip. Damn, that's a nice pocket clip. This is high-end titanium. The scales are fat carbon. They are black camo of first quality. They are literally the best quality fat carbon that's on the planet. This is what's here. This is what you're looking at. That's why it is so pronounced. That's why it absolutely ignites when you turn this thing and you can see it. This is some of the best stuff on the planet, and it's actually the best fat carbon you can get. So we're talking about a steel of N690, right? So you have N690 CO, N690. This stuff is top notch in the blade. You are talking about a steel that is going to be strong, hard. It's going to maintain an edge. It's going to be right. Now, this is a fighting knife. You don't even need steel this good on a fighting knife because it's literally just made for that. It's made to you better get Mako'd somebody. That's what it's made for. They went the extra mile and said, well, what if you have to fight more than one? Keep that edge going because you might hit some bone. So, Bigfoot bone, because you're not fighting people, you're fighting Bigfoot at the ATM. So let's go over, now they have it in millimeters on the website, and it is for people who do not live in the States. We are talking about a blade length of 93.4 millimeters, which is just about 4 inches. It's like 3 3/4 inches in the blade. You have a total length of 213.1, and that equates to 5 inches. The thickness looks like an eighth, and I think it's bigger than an eighth. Oh yeah, it is 3/16. This is fat, man. It is a fat blade. It is a satin finish, frame lock. The screws are Torx screws. It is CNC machined. Everything is made to be absolutely perfect. This knife is stunning. Stunning, but we need to try it out. And you say to yourself, yeah, but D-Bad, it's a fighting knife. How do you gotta test a fighting knife? Well, I got some stuff to swing at, and I went out and I bought a full chicken, and I have it in 2 different plastic bags. So we're gonna go right through, and we're just gonna give it some cuts and swings and see how it is. But then we're also gonna see, what if your fighting knife is the only knife on you, and you run into a situation where you need some kind of survival? We're going to put it to that kind of test too. Not what it's made for, but I really believe in this product, so we're going to give it to it anyway. Let's take it outside. All right, so first things first, we got to see how it shines. How it shines. Golly, that fat carbon is amazing, man. I mean, this stuff is amazing. I want to be completely and fully in the sun. I have my glasses on, so I can't even, let me see, I can't, oh, it kills my eyes. Let's see. Oh, I was just getting glares. Oh my gosh, look at that pattern. Look at that pattern. This thing is stunning. It is stunning. Talking quality. All right, so we're going to find out a lot about this blade. One of the things we need to know is it sharp? Fighting knives only need to be moderately sharp because they just need to slice, and you can use a lot of things to slice, but this thing is 100% razor shave freaking sharp. So they are guaranteeing you a fighting knife that's not just going to be able to take apart flesh, but whatever's over that flesh too is going to be it. So this thing feels so good. I have it in this reverse grip, and the way it pockets itself, that means this right here, the way it pockets itself in the hand, jabs, so you can even see, I could jab. It's just, oh, boom, 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 boom. I could jab all day long and keep that tip forward because of the curl. Normally in a reverse grip, a knife's tip is going to be over here. So when you jab, it's going to be this way. So you actually have to turn your hand and have an improper fighting stance. Not with this. I can jab. You see where that tip is? Boom, boom. That's right there. Boom, boom. That's right there. So I could hook, I could uppercut, I could come around, I could hit it forward and reverse. This swedge right here ends to right here, so you have a nice fat tip, but that nice clip point, that sharp tip, come all the way around. So it's, oh my gosh, just back. This thing is sick. It is so sick. All right, so we got the chicken hanging. I have knife in pocket. What I want to do is reach in, pull, and see how fast we can get it going. And that was pretty nice. I put my thumb on the inside, just pull out. Boom, that thing is ready to go. So now let's take a couple of swats at this chicken in the bag. We got bones. You can hear it. So what I want to do is start with a foregrip, and we're going to hit it backhand. And you can see instantaneously the slice going through. I just went straight through the bone on that one. Nice. Now we're going to come with a front grip. Oh my gosh. That is devastating. So I don't know if you can even see. We cut right into bone on that one. That was just nice. So now I want to go in a reverse grip, and I want to come across. Man, holy crap. And I want to do a backswing. So wondering if that back cut was going to be devastating enough. Yeah, it's absolutely devastating, even with that thick tip, just because the tip itself is a clipper and it's so pointy. Let's do a quick uppercut. Oh my God. This knife is ridiculous. I am literally just sawing all through. I'm all greasy now. I'm going through bone. Just bone. All right, so let's do a nice jab. That is in and out, and you can see where it's going all the way, right? So, bah, 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 bah. Ha, ha. I think we found a winner. think we found a winner in that fight. So the cuts are just, I mean, that's brutal. That is brutal. That is bone, 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 bone right there. This is amazing. This was right here from when I came backwards on the tip. That's where that slice came through. So you can see it makes a pretty devastating cut. Let's try the old Black Widow cut where you cut and turn. So bam, 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 bam. Oh, right through I felt the bone break in the twist of the knife. That's all in bone. Bone. You hear that? That's bone. That's bone. Telling you, if your enemy, look at that, that is straight up bone. That's all bone. If your enemy is coming at you, this thing right here is gonna make some freaking holes. It's so effortless. It's so effortless. The ability to cut with this thing is so nice, but we need to do more. We need to do more because this is getting gross in my hand. So I'm surveying the edge after hitting all that bone. This thing, it's like it was never even used for anything. That was just striking bone after bone after bone. Nothing. I got to cut this down. So let's see how it's going to cut through a bunch of rolled plastic. Wow. That was effortless. Let's take this and roll it up a little bit. Make a nice tight wound, or nice tight wind. That is so easy. That is so easy. Wow, this knife is insanely, and I mean insanely, comfortable in the hand. You put your thumb up here, I have a feeling that we are going to be able to feather stick with this like lightning. Let's go check. So before we go do that, clearly this is not a chopper, obviously, but I'm feeling in my hand, and the way I'm able to swing it, I don't know, it just makes me think, man. So I'm gonna try and do a back cut on this piece here, and that was insane. All right, let's do one so you can actually see it. Let's take this little tree right here. You can hear it. All right. I only missed the skin on that one. Let's see. Let's get a nice big fat piece way up here. Knock off a couple of those little branches. So listen, you can hear that? That's a little piece of tree. No problem. No problem. That's through all the little branches. Oh my gosh, like making salad. Don't eat it. Bam! Bam! I'm telling you guys, the contouring on this, the way it folds over, just makes it so easy. I'm gonna try an uppercut and see if we can't get through a branch. That's a yes, in case you didn't know. Golly. Oh, that was a good cut. Look at that. Just left the skin hanging. Golly. I could do that all day. Golly. That's a nice big fat piece. Let's see. All right, so what I'm learning is the Bastards Knives Baal, B-A-A-L. I'm having a ball. This thing is fun, but let's go test it with real world EDC use. Test it on feather sticking and things like that. That dog Bigsby is over there where that chicken fell, and he's just looking for it. He's like, I know it was here. No, it's here. All right, let me adjust this damn thing. All right, let's get some work at the stump. That dove right in there. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see. I mean, obviously there's no movement in there. You can see how nasty this is with chicken guts and all kinds of crap on there. Let's see if it's still sharp. So you can paint it with chicken guts and it's still shave sharp. I just gave myself a little mini shave right there. Sharp, man. All right, so let's see. Let's make some kindling. Let's make some kindling. Remember, this is your EDC, it's your pocket knife, it's your self-defense knife. It's not made for this. You buy one and don't do this. But I want to let you know that you can. If this is the knife you have when you are out and you get stuck in a storm or something happens, a car breaks down and you're going to be out somewhere on accident, you need to build a fire, you need to survive, well, guess what? You could do it. Wow! That was a nice rip. That was a nice rip. Ugh, that was a nice miss. Let's see. Going right off the edge. Ugh. Let's see here. Let's keep batoning with this thing. Let's keep testing. Bam. This is a fighting knife. Bam. This knife is wonderful. No wiggling, no loosening. The lock is fully operational. It's still snapping open. And one of the good things, I'm a lefty. That puts me at the lock bar, right? A lot of knives, when it comes to frame locks in lefties' hands, they aren't very good because a little bit of pressure on that lock bar and it's not going to open really snappy. Luckily, they use a really beautiful long pocket clip. And my thumb sits naturally right on the pocket clip. I have no problems opening this knife. It's flawless. This knife is without flaw. The scales have me. It almost looks like a land nav map, right? Topography. It's really, really nice. I'm telling you, guys, if you haven't checked out Bastard's Knives yet, you have got to give them a look. These guys make some serious, serious steel. And if you are one of those people who carries a knife for self-defense, carry the right knife. You know how they say there's always a tool for the job? This one is not made for, oh, we didn't even do any feathering. This one's not made for feathering and batoning and all that jazz, but it can do it, right? But just because it can do it, because I can use it if I needed to skin an animal, if I needed to skin a squirrel or a rabbit or anything like that, I'm going to do it with this knife. No problem. If I want to cut open my steak, no problem. This knife is going to absolutely do that. But you're still better off to have a camp knife, right? But why would you use your camp knife? Why would you use your buck 110 for self-defense? You wouldn't. It's just not what it's made for. So if you're going to have a knife that's made, oh my gosh, look at this edge geometry. Wow, they did an, oh my gosh, this edge is immaculate. These are some of the most beautiful curls. You need to light a fire. Okay, so maybe you can replace your camp knife. This thing would make a great carry along for camp needs because look, I'm going in a side grip. I'm doing a pinch grip on the side, and because of the curve of this build, this is one of the most easiest feather sticking knives I have ever held. I mean, it just keeps going. And the thing is, I don't have to try to get these little tiny curls. This knife is just made to do that. That is perfect. I mean, perfect. And then I can go kick somebody's butt. So, telling you guys, I'll put a link description to this knife. You guys got to check out Bastard's Knives. They have an Instagram page as well. You can go look them up. These guys, I'm sweating like a pig. It's so hot out here. These guys make serious stuff. When I saw them at Blade Show, I looked at their things, their knives, their stuff, and even their friends. They have friends who do these amazing titanium grips. The titanium is etched in so well, it feels like rubber. It's that grippy. I've never felt anything like that in my life. And then Jurgen Schanz, Bastard's Knives, Jurgen Schanz. You can't go wrong. Whoa! Holy Moses, this thing is awesome. This is going to be my primary, and I'm telling you right now, this will be my primary folder
for fighting. This is going to be my primary self-defense folder. If I'm going somewhere where I know I might get into it, and there are places, I'm bringing this. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This has now become, after day 1 of using, this is my favorite fighting EDC. My favorite fighting EDC. I mean, I have my D-Bad Pocket Warrior, and I have my 4-Max, and I have a whole bunch of other knives that are just phenomenal, but they're phenomenal for what they're made for. This one right here, this is going to be, and is from starting right now, my primary fighting, self-defense, self-protection, home protection EDC. I love it that much. I would not bull smack you. This thing is, God, it's nice. All right, so I could do that all day. I am Donnie Baal all day. Till next video.